Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is DFree and welcome back to another video in which today I am joined by Alpha Excalibur. Why don't you go ahead and say what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Alpha Excalibur.
And today we're going to be talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. I know, I've never dropped a Yu Yu Hakusho video, but recently I went back and rewatched the anime, and today we're going to be talking about whether or not it would be a good idea for Yu Yu Hakusho to get a continuation series, or, just something else, continuing the story from where it left off. And I was telling Alpha a little bit off air, pretty much, that I think that it would be just a really good idea, to go back and, continue upon the story. It would be great, I really want to say something along the lines of Dragon Ball Super, but I don't want to say that at the same time, because Dragon Ball Super is really, in my opinion, at this point, kind of underachieving. It's kind of early to judge it, but I would like to see something, come out about Yu Yu Hakusho as far as like a continuation goes. I want to see how, Keiko and Yusuke are doing, I want to see it take place, a few years after he returned from the Three Kings arc and all that stuff. Take place a few years after that, she was like, Yusuke, I can't wait anymore. And he was like, oh, I don't want you to wait. I was like, oh, these guys over here with the beach and everything, that was like the perfect ending. I was perfectly okay with how it ended, really. But I think that it would be kind of cool, seeing them a few years in the future, seeing how things turned out, because they did a good job with ending the anime off, if you think about it, because they kind of closed out a lot of the stories. They explained what's going on with all the characters, and I think they did a really good job with how they did that. And at the very least, if they don't do a continuation, I would still like to see some sort of re-release, remaster. And I'm relating it a lot to Dragon Ball because, that's two things that they've done with Dragon Ball. Something along the lines of Kai, maybe. Not where they're cutting out filler, but at least just a re-airing, remastering, a little bit better quality, etc. But let's go ahead and shift over to you, Alpha. You have any thoughts on the matter?
Yeah, alright. So for me, it really depends, because I feel like the ending of Yu Yu Hakusho really wrapped up everything, right? It wasn't really stuff you can add to it in the end.
Yeah.
It was a couple unanswered questions in the series, but overall, the ending was still satisfying in my opinion. If it had a continuation, I'd be very interested in it, because I'm curious on how they would do it. I don't want it to be milked, like how Dragon Ball is nowadays, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
If they, personally, I hope they would do a spin-off where there's a new spirit detective of Earth, and we can see their story and their adventures and whatnot.
True.
And that'd be something pretty cool to see in the series.
Well, I think that would make a lot of sense too, because Yusuke got stripped of that title, so there really is no current spirit detective. So right. It would make a lot of sense if they did that. It takes place a few years in the future. There's a new spirit detective, and they kind of reference those guys every now and then and explain what's going on with them, and a new spin-off will be really cool, kind of like the Boruto type of stuff with Naruto. How it ends and there's another generation of characters and all that stuff. That would be really cool. But yeah, you're right. Like I said initially, I think that the way Yu Yu Hakusho ended, it really kind of gives you closure with the ending, honestly. It kind of is concrete, okay, we're ending it here. This is how it works out. This is what this person's doing. Kuwabara's going off to college, or not college, high school and whatnot. Well, he's actually in high school because there's a 2-year time skip, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all doing their own thing at that point. So I think that it would be great to see something like that, because I think Yu Yu Hakusho is a very, when people talk about favorite animes and whatnot, they kind of leave it out because it's such an old anime that a lot of people haven't really taken the time to sit back and watch and whatnot. That's why I said initially in the video that I had to make myself go back and rewatch it, because I thought that Yu Yu Hakusho was a great anime growing up. And it was airing around the time where I was a kid, but it was I hadn't seen the anime in 4 or 5 years, so I really didn't have much of an opinion on it. And it's definitely one of my favorite ones, so far, because it's a really well told story. There's good character progression in the series. We see Yusuke go from just a punk, essentially, to being caring for others. He
right.
It's just there's really, really good progression between all the characters and whatnot. But I do think that it would be great to see, I don't know, I just want to see, as far as Yusuke goes, I really want to see, him and Keiko, because they never really got a chance, seriously, the whole ship thing, they never really got a chance, because, he was always gone, and she was faithful as hell, she was faithful, even, her friends in school were like, oh, you won't even talk to any guys. I was like, damn, that?
Yeah.
She was hella faithful, so I really want to see how that turns out, and, what's going on with Koenma, that would be pretty cool too, because he, you know, his dad was kind of like turning him away and he let him come back. So I don't know, I just think that it would be great. But whoever's watching, you know, if you know somebody, you know, go ahead and pass the word along. I doubt it, but anyways, it was great having you on, Alpha. You know, we got to do more collabs like this. I'm gonna try to drop more Yu Yu Hakusho videos on my channel. I just want to diversify my channel and whatnot. So be sure to check out Alpha's channel. It will be linked in the description as well. If you guys enjoy his content, be sure to subscribe, you know. But that is it for us. Any other closing thoughts, man?
No, that's pretty much all.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.